What is good, guys? Yugi here to bring you a new video on Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. This is a video that I actually worked a while on. I wrote a really long script for it. It's like 873 words. So let's get right into this. Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans is by far one of the best anime I have watched, as it is one of the best parts of Mobile Suit Gundam to really get into. It is really good and hard to compare to any of the others in the franchise that started in the 70s, but it is a great gateway into the franchise. It is how I got interested in Mobile Suit Gundam to start with. It is not part of the main Mobile Suit Gundam timeline. Um, the best way I would say to get into the main Mobile Suit Gundam timelines is Mobile Suit Gundam The Origins, but on IBO as a whole, it starts out following a group of kids, aka child soldiers, or children that have been like sold into slavery, as they work for an organization called the CGS. It's a very large cast, and it does a great job of spotlighting each of our young heroes on their journey to get the freedom for Mars, which is the main plot of IBO that kicks off when a young maiden of revolution named Kudelia Ina Bernstein, who hires the third company of the CGS to protect her on her trip from Mars to Earth to negotiate for the independence of Mars, which leads to an attack on the CGS by Gallarhorn, who are the main antagonist and an oppressive government of the show. After our heroes fight off the first attack by Gallarhorn, they take an opportunity to take over the CGS from the corrupt and abusive adults and turn it into a home for the people who have nowhere to call home. They rename it Tekkaden, as in the iron flower, the flower that never stops blooming. And that is all in the first episode. Now, as for the Gundam that plays a huge part in this show, it is still a Mobile Suit Gundam anime, but the main Gundam is Barbatos, and it is piloted by Mikazuki August. They are the main fighting force for the first part of the show, with the characters getting their own later down the line, and the younger kids and the mobile workers, which are more like tanks, which are like a cross between a tank and a jeep. Mobile suits, even though they are much smaller and less powerful, as for others, the main cast are that are of note in the show that get a few of their own mobile suits. We have Gushion and Akihiko Altland, and that's the second one, and I don't want to spoil the rest. But there are also other very important characters. I'm bound to forget some of them, but the main ones are Biscuit. Yes, his name is Biscuit. He is one of the people that have been employed by the CGS the longest, along with our main characters. He is one of them. He also helps make up the leading force of Tekkaden, along with Akihiko Altland, who is also, along with Mikazuki, one of the later pilots of the Gundam, being Gushion, and also leads one of the battle teams alongside Mika. There is also Eugene Sevenstark, who takes on the role of Orga's second in command. Orga is the main character of Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, if you had to pick one. He's also voiced by Johnny Young Bosch in the English, which I absolutely adore Johnny's voice as characters. As you can see, Lelouch is in the bottom screen because there's not a transparent GIF of Orga. He takes on the role of Orga's second in command, helps him keep spirits up of the team. We also have Shino, who is the lovable goofball of the crew, and also one in charge of training the new recruits. There are also 19 other characters in Tekkaden, along with alone. And if I went over all of them, I would be here all day. Even though I would love to talk about them all. Excuse me, guys. I got a little bit of hiccups going on. I'd love to talk about them all. As for my thoughts on this anime, it is one of the few anime that I would give a 10 on anime alone. It takes a lot. It tackles a lot of tough topics like a corrupt government, slave trade, and in the form of human debris, child soldiers in the form of the CGS and Tekkaden. But it does a great job with these, though I would not recommend it to anyone like under the age of 15 or 16, seeing as there's a lot of death dealt with, and these topics that, like, hey, they're kind of sketchy topics, but this is a Mobile Suit anime, and hey, Mobile Suit kind of does that. A lot of character deaths from Tekiden and members of some of the fan favorite characters. This is a Mobile Suit Gundam anime. After all, yes, I say that a lot in the script. Um, Sorry if I'm going off the script a little bit and it sounds kind of choppy. It's just I get on tangents and I can't help it. Don't get attached to anyone without being prepared for them, prepared to them to die. It's honestly one of the parts that make this show great. Each and every character ends in either a fitting them or it's so tragic that for us to watch, and it acts as a catalyst for the characters to change, mature, and move forward. Another one of my favorite parts of this show is the characters themselves. Orga is one of my favorite characters in anime and is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, who is one of my favorite voice actors. There is also Mika, who is always the calm guy who carries out whatever Orga has planned and keeps him always looking forward. And it's always another big plus to see Mika and keep him pushing Orga, and their relationship is awesome. To this, the show wrapped up in about 48 episodes from start to finish, which makes it a great anime to start into the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise, since it has no ties with the main timeline. And the only drawback of this show is that there are 48 episodes and that it is a Gundam anime. And I know that is hard to ask for some people, but I think that's where I'm gonna call it a video for this one. I will probably make more videos on this specific topic and more Mobile Suit Gundam anime to begin with. If you guys liked this video on Mobile Suit Gundam, I don't normally do a script, that's why this sounds very weird for me, and I lost my place a couple times in this video, which I will try to cut out. But overall, I absolutely adore the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise. This is one of by far my favorite mecha anime. It is absolutely great, and I hope you guys will watch it and enjoy it. I know it's 48 episodes, and that's a lot to ask for some people. A lot of people just like those 12-episode shows. I watch anything from 12, 24, 48 to One Piece, which is like over 900 at this point. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yugi signing out.